was made. I'm like, bro, it's cool. I can't do nothing now. Like, y'all dated 2 pictures and went back on. It was weird, but it was like.
I mean, it was real. This girl was invested.
I guess we just gotta deal with it. I don't know.
Now, I can't say I'm mad. I might even be happy. But damn, another one bites the dust. And I can't be mad because I can't fight. I can't fight. I can't fight. I can't fight.
If you thought that Iman Shumpert was just going to sit back and let his ex-wife, Teyana Taylor, have a perfect romance with her new boyfriend, Pierre Mufasa, well, you clearly underestimated how petty he can be. Iman is determined to make things hard for her, no matter the cost. And if you somehow missed the drama that has been unfolding in the past couple of weeks, let me fill you in. Pierre Mufasa and Teyana surprised everyone when they made their relationship public. It shocked fans to their core, especially since no one even knew they were seeing each other quietly. People were excited about their new relationship, but meanwhile, Iman was over here being a little salty. Rumor has it that he even tried to confront Aaron after Aaron and Teyana shared a PDA moment at the Oscars after party. But Aaron wasn't having it. Allegedly, he filed a restraining order against Iman after the altercation. Now, if you thought that this drama was going to die down anytime soon, think again. Things are about to get a whole lot messier. Iman better watch his words when talking about Teyana, because it might lead to even more conflict with Aaron. You might think Iman is the innocent party here, especially with all the complaints he's been making about Teyana moving on with Aaron. But honestly, it's easy to see why he might feel upset. Aaron is having a big moment in Hollywood. He's been getting invites to the most exclusive events and his popularity is rising. He recently starred in a major film that was a huge success, and it looks like his career is on the up and up. Everyone loves to see him winning, and that includes his romance with Teyana. That doesn't mean Iman isn't having a good year, though. He's working on his music career and staying busy in the hip-hop world. He's doing his thing. But let's be real for a second, Aaron is having a better year than him. It's tough for Iman to see Teyana move on with someone like Aaron, and from the looks of it, he's been having a hard time accepting it. Word on the street is that Iman has been talking behind Teyana's back, claiming that she's been neglecting their children and putting her new relationship ahead of her responsibilities as a mother. He's trying to paint the picture that she's choosing Aaron over her kids, and it's clear he's feeling pretty jealous. But here's the wild part. Iman himself is the reason they got divorced in the first place. It's well known that he cheated on Teyana multiple times during their marriage. Not only did he cheat with several women, but he also put her at risk because he wasn't using protection with his side pieces. To make things even worse, it wasn't just a one-time thing, it turns out. Iman had been cheating on Teyana even before they were married. And when they did get married, it didn't take long for him to get exposed for being unfaithful. The drama only got more intense when rumors started circulating that one of the women Iman cheated with wasn't just some random side chick. Allegedly, Teyana and Iman had actually been in an open relationship with this woman. Teyana had openly talked before about how they would occasionally invite other people into their bedroom, so this rumor didn't seem too far-fetched. But it still left people wondering why Iman would cheat behind her back when she had already made it clear she was okay with sharing him with other women. And just when it seemed like things couldn't get any crazier, Teyana deleted both her Instagram and Twitter accounts. That raised even more suspicions, and fans were quick to assume that something was definitely going on. People started playing detective, and many believe that Iman's cheating might have been the reason for her social media disappearance. Teyana quickly defended Iman though. She wrote a post saying that the rumors were all lies, and she deleted her accounts because she was upset with her record label for not dropping her music video on time. Teyana insisted that Iman had never cheated on her and that everything being said about their marriage was false. She went as far as to say that it was sad how much people were willing to believe lies over the truth. However, despite her defense of Iman, it was clear that the public wasn't buying it. Over the years, rumors kept circulating about Iman's infidelity. One particular rumor, in 2023, caught attention when a TikTok user made a dramatic reenactment of a tip they allegedly received from one of Teyana's assistants. The tip revealed that a famous singer who was married to a retired NBA player had been cheating non-stop. The TikTok video got even more wild when it was suggested that the singer's wife had been so heartbroken by his cheating that she ended up in the hospital. Fans quickly pieced the details together and figured out that the mystery couple was Iman and Teyana. Things didn't stop there. The TikTok user went on to claim that the woman who ended up in the hospital had actually overdosed on drugs. Fans began to speculate that it was Teyana, especially since she had cancelled a performance a month earlier due to exhaustion. People were now convinced that the reason Teyana had cancelled the show was because of the stress and heartbreak caused by Iman's cheating. However, when fans expected Teyana to come clean and finally admit the truth, she doubled down. She defended Iman and called out the TikTok user and anyone spreading lies. She wrote a scathing message calling the person who made the TikTok story a fool and warned them that they better be ready for a legal battle. Teyana went even further, saying that she would never let anyone push her to drugs or take her own life. But despite her strong defense of Iman, there were still too many red flags. The biggest one was that Iman never came forward to publicly deny the cheating allegations. He didn't even like or repass Teyana's defense of him. That spoke volumes, and many people started to question why he wasn't standing up for her in the way he should have. Things took another turn when one of Iman's side pieces decided to leak some evidence of their affair. She posted a video where you could clearly hear Iman's voice in the background. At that point, there was no denying what had been going on. The jig was up, and the world knew the truth. So here we are, watching as the drama between Iman, Teyana, and Aaron plays out. It's a messy situation, and it doesn't look like it's going to end anytime soon. Teyana was not done. She didn't just stop there, she kept going. She posted a picture of herself wearing a chain that belonged to Iman, and at that point, everything was 100% clear. It was obvious that Teyana and Iman had been secretly involved with each other. The whole situation was wild. These days, side relationships are bold, especially in the 2020s, and people just don't care. Now, you might think Teyana would finally stop defending Iman after all this drama. She had every right to expose him, and if anyone could have gone off on him, it was her. But instead of tearing him down, she took a different approach. She chose to stay calm and asked everyone to stop attacking him. She explained that, to be completely fair, she and Iman had already been separated for a while. She made it clear that their breakup wasn't because of cheating. She said that despite everything, they still worked well together when it came to co-parenting their 2 kids. She also added that she was sharing this information because people were starting to spread false stories, and it was unfair to everyone involved. She wanted to clear the air so people could understand the truth. With all of this going on, you might expect that the least Iman could do was keep quiet. After all, Teyana had stepped up and defended him. If he wasn't going to make things easier for her, the least he could do was avoid making things worse. But Iman didn't follow that path. Instead, he tried to brush things off. He claimed that Teyana was the reason their marriage fell apart. He even mentioned a specific situation where he said he was downstairs, playing on his PlayStation, with headphones on, and Teyana started hitting him. He mentioned how he used to work with kids with special needs and was trained to hold them in a bear hug to calm them down. He also claimed that he called for help from his siblings and went upstairs with his mother to get away from Teyana. This was the final straw for Teyana. She couldn't hold back anymore. She immediately responded to his claims, revealing how badly he had treated her while they were still together. Once she started talking, she didn't stop. Teyana accused Iman of being jealous of her success and feeling insecure about his own place in her life. Even though he was making way more money playing basketball than she could ever dream of making in her music career, he still couldn't handle her success. She also said he would often send her condescending and manipulative text messages, especially when she was in the spotlight. He would pick fights with her for no reason, even on special occasions like her birthday, and then apologize afterward. This behavior made Teyana think that Iman had narcissistic tendencies. Allegedly, things only got worse. She revealed that she had to shrink herself professionally to keep the peace in their marriage because Iman couldn't stand seeing her achieve more and more. In an attempt to keep things stable at home, she even turned down acting roles after giving birth, thinking it would help them have a more solid foundation. But that decision came with consequences. By turning down projects, her income naturally decreased, and that's when Iman suddenly started complaining. After years of her holding things down, she was now being accused of not contributing enough financially. It felt like a lose-lose situation, and that's when she realized that no matter what she did, it would never be enough for him. Reports from TMZ revealed that Teyana fought to keep their family together, even though Iman was emotionally and mentally abusive toward her. Teyana said she tried to stay with him through thick and thin, but every time she tried, he reacted with more cruelty and selfishness. Eventually, she secretly filed for divorce. Iman begged her to reconsider and get back together, but he was inconsistent and lazy about putting in any real effort to make things work. His behavior led to another cheating scandal, which Teyana said was both embarrassing and humiliating for her. She also shared that she had worked hard to get Iman Hollywood gigs as his NBA career came to an end. But instead of being thankful, Iman would argue with her, making everything more difficult. By 2021, Teyana had started the divorce process, but she temporarily called it off when they seemed to reconcile. Unfortunately, that didn't last long. Iman remained insecure, especially as his basketball career began to wind down. In court documents, Teyana revealed that in 2022, she had been manipulated and controlled by Iman. She filed for divorce again, only to have her legal team withdraw the filing just one day later. Eventually, she pulled the trigger in January of the following year, deciding that she couldn't keep going on the emotional roller coaster anymore. At that point, it became clear that Iman was not the man he tried to appear to be, and the situation had grown too toxic for Teyana to stay in. Iman, however, didn't seem to learn from his mistakes. Instead of owning up to his actions, he tried to paint Teyana as the aggressor in their marriage. Teyana, however, was not backing down. She claimed to have evidence to support everything she said in their divorce filing. Iman was smart enough to avoid making further accusations, as he knew that would only push her to expose more of his behavior. So, things calmed down for a while, and it seemed like Teyana and Iman were trying to co-parent their children in peace. But that peace didn't last for long. A couple of weeks ago, things heated up again, thanks to a man named Pierre das Mufasa. It's rumored that Iman has been spiraling ever since Teyana moved on with Aeon. In Iman's mind, Teyana was supposed to stay home with their kids, not go out and thrive with a new man. His reaction seems like pure jealousy, but the reality is, Teyana leveled up, and he's clearly struggling with that. There are even whispers that Iman might try to take their kids away from her out of spite. The irony in all of this is hard to ignore. This is the same man who Teyana exposed for not being a responsible father. She called out Iman for putting their children in danger once, when he sent them in a rideshare alone in Chicago. He had them dropped off at the United Center without any supervision, while he used a private driver to get there. The kids were under 8 years old, and they were left alone in an unfamiliar city. That was a dangerous move, yet Iman still had the nerve to call Teyana a deadbeat mom. It's hard to take his accusations seriously after all of that. But despite all of this drama, Teyana and Iman made things official. They went public with their relationship when Teyana posted pictures of them together at the Oscars. She captioned it "Oscar night in black and white, no gray area." That must have sent Iman into a frenzy. According to reports, Iman allegedly tried to confront Aeon at an event they were both at. Aeon was lucky enough to have people step in and defuse the situation before things got physical. But Aeon wasn't taking any chances. He reportedly filed a restraining order against Iman, and that's when Teyana finally snapped. She decided to finalize her divorce from Iman. She went after him for everything she could, and it seems like